We're in the end game now.
So, as you can see, the surprise action figure set was the Amazon exclusive Children of Thanos pack. It is a set that both makes me happy and frustrated because, one, they've updated a lot of the details on them to be more screen accurate, which is great. The downside is 3 of these figures I already owned in one form or another, so it's kind of frustrating to have to get them again. But let's see if the updated paint jobs make them worthwhile and dive into this right now. Looks like a pretty awesome set.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. So desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Run from it, destiny still arrives.
No one is my equal. Nothing to me. Obey me.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe, but this does put a smile on my face. Run from it. Destiny still arrives. Smile on my face. Run from it. Destiny still arrives. So desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Run from it, destiny still arrives.
So this is the Children of Thanos Amazon exclusive multi-pack. I got very lucky and happened to catch it back in stock a couple weeks ago. As of this video, it is currently out of stock. It's available through some third-party sellers, but the price is probably going to jack up again. So I would either get it now or keep an eye on the page and hopefully you can catch it again when it comes back around. You never know, it just might. So I was able to pick it up and definitely wanted to open up for you guys and do a video because this is a pretty cool set. So let's dive into these figures. Now you're probably wondering why these early figures are not very screen accurate or very close to the new versions. My theory is Hasbro probably got some concept art of these characters and they changed up to the point where the movie released, and Hasbro just decided to not change those or didn't have enough time to change them by the time the toys came out. So we ended up with the versions that we got. Now, I did not get the Infinity War first wave that had the Build-A-Figure Thanos when he was unarmored, so I can't compare those two. And I didn't get Proxima Midnight from that same wave either. She was the only member of the Black Order that I was missing up until that point, so I don't have a way to compare the two, but I'll definitely throw up a couple images just so you can see the differences. I'm just going to say right now, I'm probably going to butcher names, so if you hear me say them completely different than what they're supposed to be, I'm sorry. So let's start with the figure that's probably got the fewest differences than the original, and that's going to be Corvus Glaive. He is pretty much the exact same figure other than some repainting. He's got a darker tone to his outfit. It's more of a deep black. His skin color is just a little bit more purple. And I think the paint job on his face is definitely improved over the original. The original is not bad, but this version definitely has more detailed painted into it, and I like the shading a little bit better. So this one is definitely an improvement over the original, but just minuscule. Now, the other one that has gotten mostly repaint, but also some retooling, is Ebony Maw. He has changed a little bit, mostly in the back of the head with his hairline. The original one did not have it go all the way up to the back of his skull. It was more of a little patch. So the new one's a little bit more screen accurate, where they gave him a little bit more hair on his head. The one that's really been retooled is Cull. He is almost a completely different figure, other than I think his left hand and his head pretty much being exactly the same, because he's gone from somebody who doesn't wear pants and shoes to now a fully clothed, dressed individual. His weapon's also completely different. They've changed it to the more screen accurate pickaxe style looking thing instead of the hammer of the original Build-A-Figure. So it is wildly better than the original Build-A-Figure, even though I still like this one because he's big, hefty, he's an impressive thing to get, and he felt like a great value for when I got all those figures and built them in the video from several months ago. This one is still more screen accurate. So the figures I can't compare to the originals just because I never got them, and they're going for a decent amount on the aftermarket right now. So not something I could drop money on to for just this video alone. So, I can't compare, but through pictures that I've looked online, I can tell you that Proxima definitely looks more like her version from Infinity War. The original version had more gold and white on the figure, and this one has switched that out for more of the black and gray tones. The weapon that she comes with I don't think is entirely screen accurate though. It looks just a tad too long. I think it needs to have been a little shorter. Now, like I said, this version of Thanos was originally a Build-A-Figure, and then they also did a 3-pack where he came with Doctor Strange and Iron Man. Now, there are some differences between this figure and those original releases. One, he's got more of a grin in his facial sculpt. The glove comes with a snap, and then he also is paired with a post-snap head and gauntlet arm, so you can see the damage that it caused when he blipped everybody out of existence. Speaking of this Thanos' new facial sculpt, it does raise the issue that I have with online exclusives. Say if I went and got this at a Target or a GameStop, if it was available there, I would be able to compare, hopefully if there was more than one on the shelf, and pick out a version that comes with the best sculpts I could find, or paint jobs. And unfortunately, I'm not 100% sold with this Thanos sculpt. I think he's too cheerful. He looks way too happy to be doing this. And two, I don't think the paint job on the face around the eyes and lips is as great as it could be. It's a little too purple on the mouth and makes him look like he's wearing lipstick, and something's off in the eyes. So I don't think this head is the best version I could get. But unfortunately, I can't trade that into Amazon because of that issue. It's just too much of a hassle. The alternate head he comes with is quite a bit better though. The paint job is a little bit more subtle around his facial details, and the sculpt is more neutral and more fitting to the Thanos we saw in the movies. So other than the benefit of when you buy things in store, getting to compare paint jobs and hopefully finding one that's better than the rest, you also get that added benefit of being able to find something in store that you've been looking for a while or been excited for since it's been announced. And you get that thrill of seeing it on the shelf, picking it up, and taking it out of the store. And it's just not duplicated when you're buying it online, where you click on it, add it to your cart, and then it shows up at your house how many days later. But that second thing is more of a personal preference. I know plenty of people like to shop online, and especially with COVID still being an issue right now, it's more safer. So it does have its benefits. So, if this set comes back in stock, or if you decide to buy it through a third-party seller, is it worth it? I think for the trade-off of getting some more screen-accurate figures, you also get 2 build-a-figure sized figures as well, that it's definitely worth it. It's a great set. You get the entire Black Order all in one package, and the packaging on the box also was pretty cool. The back of it had a really good mule with some artwork. They looked really nice just sitting in the box, so they didn't look bad that way, but they look even better out of the box, and sometimes you just gotta open some of these guys. So that's the Black Order, or the Children of Thanos, whatever you want to call it. Definitely keep an eye on the Amazon page. Hopefully it comes back into stock and you can get it for the original price, or maybe you can get a deal. Who knows? Good luck with it. So the next video I'm going to be doing is the brand new remodeled version of the Mega Construct Charizard. They released a version of this in the very first wave of the Pokemon brand sets, and this new one's got some significant improvements over the old one, so we're going to be opening this up, building it, and then comparing it to the first version, which I also have stashed somewhere. I'll have to dig it out for that. Also, I was able to reach 100 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for everybody who subscribed and likes and comments on the videos. I appreciate it. And please comment on the videos. I always like to hear your thoughts on the stuff I'm opening and hear about what might be in your collection as well. It's always nice to talk to fellow collectors. Stay safe, happy hunting. Hey guys, just a quick little add-on to the video, because I noticed this today when I was taking that photo of Vision and Corvus, that my Corvus is actually missing his thumb, if you can tell. And where's the old Corvus? So that's what his hand should look like, and this is the one that it is. So I was bummed when I noticed that, because I thought, oh, I must have broken it when I was taking taking a spear off of his hand or something. And then I actually looked back on the unboxing video and checked, and I saw that his thumb was actually broken off in the box before I even got it. So they sent me that set with a broken figure in it. And I mean, I can't fault them too much because I didn't notice it until like a couple weeks later, but still, it really bums me out that this exclusive set sold out, going for like $200 some in places now on third-party sellers, that I can't get a replacement. There's no way they're going to send me one because he's just the one figure. And yeah, I reached out to Hasbro. Sometimes they're cool and they'll do something to make it right, but it's another quality control issue that I really wish wasn't an issue, because it was really disappointing. One hand, I was happy that it wasn't me who broke it. On the other hand, I got one of the figures was not in top quality shape, which is disappointing. So yeah, just wanted to tag that on. Maybe make sure you give your figures a once over before you open them and get too excited, because you never know what they might send you.